I've got 3 major promotions for you for your Thursday card, plus 2 more free picks. I've won 5 in a row after last night's 2-0 sweep. Coming up later in the report, hi everyone, Al DeMarco here. This, of course, going to be your Thursday video report. Yesterday, I happened to mention in the Wednesday video report that of all the handicappers here at the site, no one has done better with their best bets, their highest rated plays. Some guys call them major wagers, than Scott Delaney has. Not just for this season, not just for this year, but over the past 2.5 years in all sports combined. And I said that because yesterday he had his 100-dime winner, number 30 out of 45. Again, in all sports combined the past 2.5 years. And I made it available to you for half price. You got it for $39.95 yesterday, okay? I made it available for you. He said he had an NBA dog that he thought would win outright. Didn't the Boston Celtics win outright as a road dog at Toronto, and he won again? I mean, the numbers that he has accumulated just recently have been staggering. I mean, you want to talk about long-term? Over the past 69 days, a $10 bettor has made $6,080 following his advice. The last 44 days, they're up over $4,200. Hell, the last 29 days, they're up over $2,600. Well, today, Delaney is doing it again. His 100-dime winner, number 31 out of 46 goes. And it's on, to me, an obscure college basketball game, but hey, it's not obscure as long as you win it. Wolford and Alon. I don't know either team's nickname. I can't bet on it, but he certainly is. And here's the bottom line, guys. It's just as strong as last night's 100-dime winner on the Celtics. It's just as strong as his 100-dime winner on the Ravens on Sunday. If that doesn't put it in perspective for you, I don't know what will. And the Ravens winner capped a 3-0 sweep with his 100-dime plays in the NFL playoffs, and that was preceded by him going 4-1 with his 100-dime college bowl releases. So that's a whole lot of winning. Here's promotion number 1 today. Yesterday, you got his play. Let's round it off for $40. I can't do that again because, you know, these guys work for a living. I can only compensate them so much for when I give away their plays or I heavily discount it because this is how they make a living, okay? But I've asked him to do something today. You can get this latest 100-dime play for $59.95. He was going to charge $79.95. I asked him to knock it off another $20. So you're basically looking at a little less than $20 more than you got yesterday's 100-dime winner for today's 100-dime winner, $59.95. You know, I'm joking with him. And on customer service today with one of the guys, and I'm saying, you know, if this was an 800 service, you know, the scumbags out of New York and Vegas, if they could possibly win 30 out of 45 best bets in all sports combined, they would be banging you up the side of the head, hitting you up for your credit card tonight, wanting to charge you at least $350 up to $5,000, because that's how they make their money. And understand, they don't do volume. They make their money by just robbing 5 or 6 people. When you're charging thousands of dollars, you only have to rob. And rob is the word. That is what they do. Because there is no tomorrow. They only care about today. That's how they make it. Their money in those 800 services. I know, guys. I've been in this business for 25 years. I know it for a fact. That's how they do it. You know, I've told you that 80 to 85% of our customers here are involved in long-term packages with our handicappers. There's a reason. We go for consistency. We go for long-term profits. We want you to be a customer here forever. Nobody wins every single day, but over the long haul, producing a profit, that's what makes a difference, and that's why the prices are low. So Scott has allowed me to do that with his play today. Again, 100-dime winner number 31 out of 46, his third since Sunday, $59.95. You don't need any coupon, guys. Just go to the site. You'll see. Hit the buy now button. I mean, I can't tell you anything more about Delaney in terms of what he has produced for you, if you've been following him, than that. Now, yesterday, the Charity Play of the Week promotion won. I turned to Anthony Red. He delivered with his 8th straight winning day. It was his 40-dime basketball winner, number 9 out of 12, and 4th in a row as he scored with the Brooklyn Nets as the road dog, winning outright by 3 in Detroit against the Pistons. Now, think about it. I gave you that play yesterday for free as part of the Charity Play of the Week promotion, which I started last year in March. You got it for free. Again, think about those 800 services. If they could win 8 days in a row, which is unlikely, can you imagine what they would have charged for you? And you got the play for free. Here's the deal with Anthony Red, guys. $10 bettors have won $6,475 in college basketball the past 2 years. In the NBA, they have won $4,975 the past 2 years. Today, his 9th straight winning day happens to be his 50-dime winner, number 8 out of 11. I'm just looking here. What is another obscure game? Texas State versus Texas Arlington. I don't even know what conference these two teams play in. Hey, listen, bottom line, it's college basketball winner number 20 out of 27. And here, I have a special for you today, guys, again involving Anthony Red. Yesterday, you got his play for free. Today, you can get it for half price. Yeah, that's right. You can get it for half price today. Normal price, $70. You can get it for half price simply by using this coupon code 50RED, 50REDD. 50RED, 50REDD. Now, I know how many of you got the charity play yesterday for free, and he made you a fortune. Now today, you can get his play for half price. I can't do anything better than that for you. Once again, 50REDD, and I want to thank Anthony for allowing me to use him 2 straight days in this manner. Again, college basketball winner number 20 out of 27, his 9th straight winning day, his 50-dime winner number 8 out of 11, for a guy who has made his basketball followers $11,300 plus over the past 2 years. Now I'm going to come back to the Charity Play of the Week promotion in just a moment. The final promotion for today is the last thing I'm going to offer this. I'm doing it because I did it last Thursday. So many of you took part in it. I want to make sure if you want to re-up, you have the opportunity to do so again. If you buy the plays of one handicapper for 1 week today, you can get the plays of a second handicapper of equal or lesser value for the same 7-day period absolutely free. So, for example, Anthony Red, if I want to use his as an example here, let me just look up his price. Give me 1 second, guys, as the site is a little slow right now. Another thing I don't like our programmer for. 7 days of service for Anthony Red costs $219. Do you realize you can buy his 7-day package, get 7 days for $219? And for the same 7-day period, for example, you can get Craig Davis's 7-day package for $199 for free. I made this promotion every day this week, but I wanted to do it again today because I did it last Thursday, and I know so many of you had your packages expire on Wednesday. I wanted you to have the opportunity, like everybody else this week, to take advantage of this deal. I do it now because I think it's a great opportunity for you to sample the wares of other handicappers. And plus, be honest with you, as I've told you repeatedly, now is the time you can make money in college basketball. It's so much harder to make money during the tournament. Not that you can't, but it's so much harder because the lines are so much sharper. You have fewer games. There's so much more attention on those games. It's on these big cards on Wednesdays and Thursdays and on Saturdays where you find so many bad numbers, the soft numbers. That's where you make your money. And that's what the guys have certainly been doing. So again, buy one handicapper, 7-day package. Get the second handicapper 7-day package of equal or lesser value to run at the same 7-day period, absolutely free. You make your initial purchase, then you send an email to customer service, and they will then add the second handicapper of your choice to your account. Absolutely free, no strings attached. Now, before I get to my free picks, let me get to the Charity Play of the Week selection. You know, guys, I've told you many times I'm personally very invested in this particular program since I created it, and I hold it very dear to my heart. I want to thank you for the amazing number of contributions you made to that young boy, that 15-year-old boy, Cody, who was coming back out of the hospital earlier this week. To hospice care at home for his family that was needing some financial support to not only pay the medical expenses, but his upcoming funeral arrangements. So early this morning, I was looking for a charity involving Anthony Red as a payoff. It's quid pro quo, as you know. If the charity play wins, I ask you to make a donation. It doesn't matter what amount. It's what you can afford to make. And I realize not all of you can make it today. I realize that some of you need a few days to get your money back, your winnings back from the offshore account you may be playing with. But today, I happened to, the very first family's charity fundraising page I came across was a little boy by the name of Zayden Young, Z-A-Y-D-E-N, Young, who is out of Villa Rica, Georgia. I mean, this is a heartbreaking story, guys, but get ready for it. 3.5 years old, and not even 3.5 years old. He died on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. What were we all thinking about Super Bowl Sunday? Were our prop plays going to win? Was the game going to go over, under? Were the Ravens going to cover? You know, every single handicapper here at the site had the Ravens or the over, right? This little guy died. But the tragedy, which really struck me, was, I try to research every single one of them. Listen, I'm sorry. I just don't take anything for granted. So when I see somebody trying to raise money for something, no matter what the story is, I always try to dig a little deeper. So I did some Google searches, and I found out that this little boy, they had they had a viewing for him last night. And then this morning at 11 o'clock Eastern time, they had a memorial service for this little guy in Villa Rica, Georgia. I mean, again, if that doesn't pull at your heart, I don't know what will. This is a family that needs some support financially to pay the medical expenses, as I wrote here underneath the video report today. You know, just because you die or somebody dies, the bill collectors don't stop knocking at the goddamn door. And you know it as well as I do. And they need money to help defray the funeral costs. So again, click on the link below. You can make your contribution using PayPal, or, as I note also here under the video report, you can go ahead and make your contribution clicking through the PayPal link on the Pay as a Guest link, which will allow you to use your credit card. It doesn't matter what you give. The point of this program is we create some greater good through gambling. It creates positive karma as well. That doesn't guarantee that you're going to win every day, but damn it, I know it doesn't hurt. And when you read about this little guy and when you see this little picture, and just remember, when you see this kid's picture, he died on Super Bowl Sunday, and they had a memorial service for him earlier this morning. And this family needs to pay the bills. So if you can do your part, I would appreciate it, because that's why I started the Charity Play of the Week promotion last year. And keep in mind, I've given away $1.3 million worth of plays in nearly a year. Have we taken in $1.3 million worth of donations? Of course not. Because listen, just because I give a play that costs $70 or something for free, I know you're not betting that amount. That's not the point. I give it for free. You make money on the freebie. I expect you to do good in return, because if you don't, I don't know how you look in the damn mirror the following day. Okay, let me get to your complimentary plays, guys. I'm going to go with Wright State as a 6-point underdog at Wisconsin Green Bay. The game goes at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's a Horizon League contest. You know, the last 3 games in this series in Green Bay have been decided by a, let me just look it up here 1 second here, 5 points. 5 points has been the difference here. Now, Wright State won the season's first game. In fact, they opened up Horizon League play, winning back on January 3rd, 64-53 at home. They forced 18 turnovers in that game. They held Wisconsin Green Bay's 7'1" center Alex Brown to just 5 points on 1 for 7 shooting. I fully expect Wisconsin Green Bay, who just completed a 2-2 road trip, 4 games in 11 days on the road, I fully expect them to win this game tonight. After all, they're undefeated in Horizon League play at home this season, and they're 9-1 overall straight up at home as well. But I think it's going to be a low-scoring defensive battle, and that's why I'm willing to grab the 6 points. Now, this line was 7.5 overnight. It is down to 6, and that really is a fair price. Wright State is not as hot as it was when it beat them, the Phoenix, that's Wisconsin Green Bay, back in the January 3rd game, because that particular win was part of an overall 8-1 run for Wright State. They since lost 4 out of 6, but they just snapped a 3-game losing streak by rallying from a 14-point deficit with 6.5 minutes to play to beat Loyola of Chicago 62-59 at home on Monday. I think that gives them a little momentum coming into this game. Again, I just think that this is a 3 or 4 point game, so I'm willing to grab the points with a Wright State team that has won 5 of the last 7 meetings and allows a Horizon League low 58 points per game on the season. Your next play is going to be Canisius -1 at Manhattan. This is a 7 o'clock Eastern time tip-off. You know, maybe it's a trap. And I'll be honest, this is why I didn't bet on Canisius myself tonight. You know, you got a 15-8 team that's 8-4 in conference play against a 7-15 team that's 5-7 in conference play. And the 7-15 team is only a 1-point home dog. Something isn't right there. But I'm willing to go and say it's not a trap, because I really believe that Canisius is the better team here. Listen, I know the Manhattan Jaspers just beat St. Peter's at home 57-49, but they had lost 4 of their previous 5 games, okay? A stretch that started with a 64-60 loss at Canisius, a game in which it was a strange game because Manhattan was up by 10 points early in the first half. They were down by 3 at intermission. Then they were down by 13 with like 3.5 minutes to play. Then they went on this great run to pull it close before Canisius eventually held them off. Canisius is off a 77-74 home win against Iona. They won 5 of their last 6. Their lone loss was against Niagara. They play at Niagara, the second of 5 consecutive road games. Here comes Saturday. But I say with the MAC, M-A-A-C standing so compact, Canisius can ill afford to look ahead in this game. Plus, I keep thinking about the Golden Griffins. I mean, this is a team that went to Temple earlier this year and upset the Owls as a double-digit dog. This is a team that hung in for basically 75% of the game before losing at UNLV earlier this season. So I'm going to go with them as the slight 1-point favorite on the road in this contest as your other free pick. So your 2 free picks are Canisius along with Wright State. I gave you your different promos. The first one being buy 1 week of any handicapper, get the second week of let me say this again. Buy 1 week of any handicapper's plays, get a week of a second handicapper of equal or lesser value to run concurrently for free. I gave you a money-saving discount coupon code that will allow you to get Anthony Redd's best bet today, winning day number 9 in a row for half price using that code 50REDD. And I got Scott Delaney. His 100-dime winner number 31 out of 46, his third since Sunday, won just as strong as last night. You got last night's winner for about $40. You can get today's for $59.95 as I got him to cut his price down for you. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to y'all, and I will catch you again on Friday.